And today we have the updated quarterback tier list. Of course, if you guys are new to how we do these tier lists, you're going to see a bunch of names already on here. We are going to put on and talk about and rank the new quarterbacks that have come out since the last one, or just names I kind of want to talk about. And a lot of them are going to be A and S tier with how EA is releasing quarterbacks this year. And I'm sure I'll mention that a lot kind of throughout today's video. Of course, before we get started, if you are looking to add any of these quarterbacks to your team, head over to MMOEXP for the cheapest, most reliable MUT coins on the market. Use my code FERDY at checkout for 6% off. A link for their website is in the description. Well, let's get started with Rich Ganon. Okay, this card, and Rich Ganon, you know, maybe not a super popular QB that you would love to see, but there's been stretches, if you play Madden for a while, where he was the QB1. I think it may have only been, I may have used stretches. I think it was a stretch where he was the QB1. I'm not too sure which year that was, but he was the QB1. So when I saw this card was leaked, I was like, okay, he's got potential to maybe be good. They made him faster than what I thought he was going to be, but they also made his throw power lower than what I thought it was going to be. So I think it was because he had Hot Route Master before anyone else did, but that doesn't matter. I'm just kind of remembering right now. But of course, Pocket Deadeye. So to be in my top two tiers, you got to have Pocket Deadeye. To be A or S tier, you got to have Pocket Deadeye. That's what you need at QB. That's what you got to have at QB, in my opinion. So if Ganon has Pocket Deadeye, I would like to see you, if you're not super fast, I'd like to see you be able to get 90 throw power outside of a theme team. Like, I'm just talking +2 strat card, put it on. So you got to have at least 88 throw power if you're not going to be fast, and Pocket Deadeye. So Ganon is almost there. He's almost there. I would put Ganon top of A. I think he's a pretty good card. You could debate, but he's not like elite for any play style, really. And I know people get skewed that if they're not S tier, that I think they're ass. No, Ganon is a good card. You can use Ganon and win plenty of games, and he'll be dominant. But in my opinion, there are better. You know, I don't think he really adopts a certain play style. He's kind of in the middle of both things. And of course, with every QB getting Pocket Deadeye, that becomes a problem. And I will show you why right now. If we go up to here, Richardson. I'm not going to go crazy and say, that is not how you spell that. I'm not going to go crazy and say that Richardson is better than Ganon. But honestly, there is a debate, and I will explain why. Because, again, he checks the boxes. He has that speed, he has the build, and he has easy 90 throw power, potentially 91 throw power outside of a theme team. And as a ball carrier, he's also pretty good. If you put him on a theme team, you can get him up to 85 juke move as well, which makes him better as a ball carrier, which is great. So Richardson, great card. Where this card does kind of lose some points for me, and I can't put him in S tier for this reason. If he had like 80 throw on the run, he would probably be an S tier. I'm going to say that right now. If he had that, he'd be an S tier. But the problem is with a card like this, your first instinct or what you want to do is roll out and make things happen with his legs. That's why you go get a guy like Anthony Richardson, right? So if you're going to do that, you really can't throw on the run unless you use roaming over pocket, which you could do if that's really your play style. But putting Pocket Deadeye on Richardson with his build is going to be insane. And the fact that Anthony Richardson gets Pocket Deadeye is kind of a disgusting thing to think about. But I put him, he's high A tier. He's going to finish high A tier today. Very good card. All right, next up, we got Matt Stafford, his new card. Okay, so we take a look at Matt Stafford's old card, which I have. Where is he? He's down here in B tier. You guys see him right here. So the thing about Stafford's new card now, this one right here, and I keep playing these damn. Okay, the thing about his new card is that he now does get Pocket Deadeye, which makes him a lot better. Obviously, he's good from the pocket. Audible animations, you know, that you can find the workarounds to them, right? People have found them, and there's ways to do it. So you have 88 throw power, easy 90 throw power. And the reason why Stafford, even with the Pocket Deadeye, he might be a little bit higher than what you may think looking at the card from face value. But his releases, I think, is still the best in the game that I've used so far this year from the pocket. Super satisfying release. You add Pocket Deadeye to that. Again, the audible animation, it sucks. There's ways around it, and it's worth it for that release. It's a very good release with 90 throw power and Pocket Deadeye, of course. Next up, let's go Mac Jones, okay? Mac Jones. And I like that they're doing this. I like the fact that they're giving every QB Pocket Deadeye that's coming out. Like, a lot of them. Pocket Deadeye, Mac Jones. Also, 86 throw power, 88 short, 87 deep accuracy with 80 speed. Not like a crazy card, but again, he's got Pocket Deadeye, which means he's going to be an A tier. That's simple. It's simple as that. That's really, it kind of makes the ranking the QBs kind of like a, boring thing, but Pocket Deadeye it's the truth, man. And all these guys that do get it, all 18 of these guys, they're going to be up here, man. They're going to be up here today. So I really should just went to this tab and just kind of went through this. But I guess we have Russell Wilson right here. Let's talk about Russell Wilson. All right, Russell Wilson's up next. Okay, Russ, 86 throw power. To me, he's just, it's crazy to say, he's just a slightly better version of Mac Jones. When he came out, he was like, I think QB1 maybe, but he's just slightly better. Yeah, slightly better. And you're probably wondering why is Jalen Hurts that high? If you have Hurts, I still think if you have Hurts and you're someone that doesn't get sick of QBs and just, it doesn't really matter who you're using. If you don't care, Hurts is still really good. Because you also can put him on any theme team, and most likely you have a theme team, so you have him at 87 speed. The throw power, there's room to be desired there, but as a ball carrier, he's great, and then also does have, of course, the pocket dead eye with all 32. So, if you have Hurts, there's really no reason to go crazy and spend all your coins and go upgrade and get a new QB. There just really isn't, in my opinion. Of course, you can if you get sick of a guy. Of course, having fun on the game is the most important thing, but you know what I mean. All right, Dan Marino's up next. Marino... I made a whole rant video on this guy when he came out. Thankfully, they didn't do Ganon like this, but 72 speed, 90 throw power, right? He's either 90 throw power or the speed, but there's no speed on him. There's no mobility on him. I would still put him down here. From the pocket, he's still really good. If I were to pick a pocket QB that I would prefer, Stafford or Marino, if I like playing from the pocket, boots in the mud, feet in cement kind of QB play style, I would lean Stafford because his release is better. And yes, Marino already has 90 throw power, but once you're boosted over 90, the difference between 91 and 92 is very marginal compared to the difference between 89 and 90. So once you get up to 90, you're cool. Then you can kind of start looking at releases and things like that. And that's why I have Matthew Stafford in front of Dan Marino. And next up, we have Tua. Turn the ball over. Tua Tagovailoa. I should stop talking. The Jets play the Dolphins on Monday. And Tua's probably going to look like a Heisman winner, MVP, best QB of all time on Monday. We'll see about that. But 88 throw power, again, potentially 90, right? The one drawback on this card, lefties are actually not bad. You can use lefties now, but people just don't prefer to use lefties. People are not as good with lefties for whatever reason. I don't know. If there was one year I used like 3 lefties in a row, and I got pretty good with them. And then going back to a righty felt weird, but I figured it out, obviously. But using a lefty is a bit of an adjustment, so expect that if you do go get a lefty, it's going to feel a little weird. I typically do like Tua cards. I'm going to be honest, I typically do. But this card's just a little bit too slow for my liking. I think to be an S tier. I mean, he's obviously still very good. I'd put him here. I think that's good for Tua. That's where I'd leave Tua Tagovailoa. All right, next up, let's go into our S tier, all right? We got Dak Prescott. Great card. Honestly, probably the best Dak I can remember us ever getting. Unless we got a good one last year. I didn't play towards the end. But if we did get a good one at the end of last year, I don't know. But this is the best one I've seen. They really juiced this card. Made him good as a ball carrier. Over 90 throw power as well. And a very good looking card. Here. I like Dak a lot. And honestly, this has me considering. I know, but yeah, I was thinking, it already almost got me. When looking at these cards, you kind of forget that Ganon can't get 90 throw power outside a theme team when Dak can. So that's why I almost went back on my old thoughts from when I did this tier list. And yeah, Dak is S tier, Ganon is not because of that because he can't get 90 throw power outside of a theme team, right? Next up, let's talk Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes, easy 90 throw power, good accuracy, good throw on the run. So you don't have that problem that I mentioned earlier with Anthony Richardson, where you want to move out of the pocket. When you do, it's going to be inaccurate. Mahomes has the best throw on the run animation in the game, so pretty much unstoppable, which is the name of the promo. But from the pocket, butter, and rolling out, also butter. The card feels quick when it comes to rolling out. If you can figure out that juke tech, good for you. You figured it out, okay? But Mahomes, I really like his card a lot, and I think there's a real debate for just because of how I like how unique his releases feel. And there's a real debate for maybe going Dak over Mahomes. I would listen. I think in S tier, it's all very marginal and comes down to play style because they give every QB the same abilities. It's really play style and preference. So S tier, you can honestly interchange every single one of the guys in here, which I don't think I've ever said before for a quarterback tier list. The next guy is going to be the most popular QB in the game right now. That's Cam Ward. All right, the one drawback with Cam Ward, this Cam Ward looks great. Potentially 84 speed on this Cam Ward would be crazy. 93 throw power when fully upgraded. However, right now we only can get the 88, so that's what we're going to rank today. Okay, 91 throw power out the box, which is great. You potentially can get up to 94 throw power. because you're going to have him on a theme team. You're going to have the +2 as well. 79 speed, very good, but really it's the throw power that carries him, and of course that pocket dead eye. So Cam Ward, amazing card, like free. If you want to use Cam Ward, you go do it. And that really is also what I think drives up the prices of a lot of these quarterbacks in the game right now, because people are just using the free ones. And I can't blame you. You know, that it's a kind of a give or take with EA making these season 2 cards all 32 team cams. Honestly, if it were up to me and how I would do the season cards, I would almost take team builders, make team builders the season 2 cards, make them a little bit better, make them upgradable, make it so you can obtain all of them, and instead of dropping team builders, make the season 2 cards almost like a team builders where every team has one, and that would kind of make there more variety in the game. Because I might do a kind of a video on that, just kind of talking about it, because the variety in Madden right now is the worst it's been, which I know I'm always going to complain about something, but honestly it is, you know, I gotta say it every time because it's kind of annoying. But all right, next up we got Mike Vick. All right, Mike Vick, 87 speed, easy 90 throw power, accuracy stats okay. Throwing the run is 86, which is very good, and as a ball carrier, it's Michael Vick. So not much to really say there. Release is the same as Lamar Jackson's. By the way, the first Lamar Jackson that we get is going to be insane. But I would put Vick bottom of S tier, because of that lefty tax. Like wherever you think Vick should be if he was a righty, which would probably be like here, drop him a couple spots because he's a lefty. But, and again, it's not really a popular play style in this game, right? I mean, it's not college football. You're not giving your QB, 14 carries a game, which is how you would use Vic in his, at his best. Who else do we have here? I think I got everyone up here. Next up, let's talk Josh Allen, okay? Josh Allen is that's not how you do it. There you go. Again, I should probably just cut these out, but I think me typing is interesting, Josh Allen, a very good release. I think it's between him and Mahomes and Dak are all super preference. It really is. Again, Allen and Mahomes, I think, are a step ahead of Dak in my opinion because of how unique and the variety and the throw on the run animations that that Mahomes and Allen have. I think put them above Dak in my opinion, but again, it is close. You can interchange all three of these guys. You can even have Cam Ward out in front. If Vic is your guy, move him up. Vic's great. He gets pocket dead eye. It's great. It's amazing. It's crazy that he even gets it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Josh Allen, put him there. Who else do we got here? We got. All right, let's go. Let's go Caleb Williams. Let's go Caleb. Caleb, of course. Team of the week for torching the Dallas Cowboys. Look at these numbers, man. I mean, gives times Caleb looks so good, but all right, let's talk about him in Madden. All right, Caleb, an amazing card. Has the speed. Has 91 throw power. Accuracy stats, insane. Throwing the run, also insane. And for whatever reason, they gave Caleb this year the Mahomes Allen treatment where he has super unique animations. And yes, he's a very unique quarterback, but he has those very unique animations that someone like Allen or Mahomes gets. So Caleb's a fun card to use, very unique feeling and to use the card. I like him a lot. And we have another Bears QB up next, and Jets quarterback, Justin Fields. Okay, the reason why Justin Fields is up so high is honestly just because of his speed. That's really it. Also, he's gonna have the 88 juke move, good as a ball carrier. If your play style is running the ball a lot, Fields is maybe even your 1 or your 2. But honestly, I would probably end up putting Fields like here-ish, maybe even here, somewhere in here. I think this is too high for Fields because you can't get him 90 throw power without a theme team. Where all these guys, 90 throw power, 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 and then, of course, 90 throw power as well on Mike Vick. But then he's a righty, and he's a really good card. He gets pocket. I think he belongs here. I think he belongs right here, Justin Fields. Of course, on a theme team, Bears or Jets, he's going to be maybe even the QB1 because you have that crazy speed and you have that throw power. It just really comes down to how much you value speed at your quarterback position. And finally, Drake May. Drake May, to me, there's QB1 potential on him. I think he's 2. I think Drake May's 2 in the game right now. He has the speed. Like, if we go to QBs and let's sort by speed real quick. If we sort by speed, you're going to see it's Fields, Vic, it's even Lamar still up there. But Drake May is 85 speed. 85 speed on Drake May, Caleb at 84, but Caleb is 91 throw power, so I would still prefer Caleb. I think that trade-off between the throw powers, I know I just said it's like marginal, but also like he's got better accuracy, he's got better animation. So I think Caleb is still the QB1, but Drake May is up there. Drake May is a very good card. Of course, does get the whole AFC East in theme teams. I want to try him out for the Jet squad, but he's looking real good. Very good looking card. So here's the quarterback tier list today. We get our top 5 QBs. Caleb at 1, May at 2, Mahomes at 3, Allen at 4, and Dak Prescott, I would say slash Fields at 5. I think it's very back and forth between these two. And I think Cam Ward, if we get up to 90 overall quickly, which we should, Cam Ward could maybe jump to be QB1 in this game. So I would, I would probably pick him up at some point if throughout your season pass. That seems like a good idea. So those are the best quarterbacks in the game right now. Drop a comment down below. Who's too high, who's too low, let me know. And of course, as always, I will see you boys in the next one.